Well, hello, you sexy ass motherfuckers. Welcome back to today's Rome 2 Total War Siege battle, but not just any battle. This is going to be game 2 of the Raven Revolution versus Einherjar Siege battle within the group stages. If you guys haven't seen the previous battle, then make sure to check it out. If I remember, there should be a link either on the top left or top right hand corner of the screen for you guys to go back, move your sexy asses over, and watch the first video. If you guys have seen the first video, then continue to watch, because this battle is going to be incredible. Guys, this Total War League Siege is hosted by Marketable Skills. His Twitch channel, YouTube channel, and Discord will be down in the description below, so make sure to check it out. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you love this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And let's go ahead and get right into this battle. As is tradition, we are going to go ahead and start off with the attacking compositions. Over on the attacking side, we've got Colchis. Colchis is going to be bringing in some Hillmen, as many Cartly Axemen as they can possibly bring. I'm going to assume that they're going to be bringing 7 of them. Some regular Axemen. We've got some Eastern Archers, 4 units of Eastern Archers. We've got a small, they are going to be controlling the Greek Giant Ballista today, shooting down the wall, trying to open up a breach point to make their lives just a little bit easier while they are engaged with their opponents inside of the settlement. And it looks like they've got some Colchian nobles as well. It looks like they've got 2 units of Colchian nobles and 1 general unit of Colchian nobles as well. Looking over at the rest of the army compositions, we have got Gaete bringing in lots and lots of noble swords, lots of elite infantry to this battle to be able to hopefully kick ass and chew bubblegum. We've also got some mercenary axe warriors, some falksmen, we've got some spear warriors, we've got a unit of bow horsemen, bringing in a unit of bow horsemen to be able to try and get that range advantage. And then we've got a couple of units of Dacian heavy bowmen, 4 units to be exact, being brought to the battlefield as well. But plenty of noble swords, plenty of elite infantry that the defenders are going to have to take care of today. They're going to have to be very smart with utilizing their ammunition to the best of their ability, and also trying to save their Pila to really take out these noble swords, because there's a lot of them. And if they are left to their own devices without taking any sort of fire, then they will get so many kills and just do so much damage. It'll be insane. Looking over at the defenders' compositions, we've got Macedon. Macedon's going to be bringing some militia hoplites, some Cretan archers. I'm going to assume 3 units of mercenary Cretan archers, 3 units of mercenary Cretan archers. We got some thorax swordsmen. We've got a unit of mercenary Rhodian slingers as well, but as many thorax swordsmen as they can possibly bring, and some royal peltas as well. Looking, and they're going to be bringing a couple of units of cavalry, a unit of Sarissa cavalry and a unit of Thessalian cavalry. Hopefully they'll be able to do some good work with these cavalry units here in today's battle. Last, excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Last but certainly not least, we have Parthia. Parthia is going to be bringing some Eastern spearmen, some Hillmen, some Parthian swordsmen, some Parthian foot archers. Looks like we've got 4 units of Parthian foot archers, and the cream of the crop, the crown, the game winner right here, the camel cataphracts. We've got a unit of noble horse archer general, unit of camel cataphracts over here, and a unit of camel cataphracts over on this side. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is, but lately, anytime I've started a battle, my nose starts acting up, and then I've got the sniffles, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to hear me continuously sniffling throughout the entire video. You guys are here for battle, and not that of which is the battle of my nose. But it does look like the attackers are starting to get some troops over on the walls. Are they going to start to land? We've got a tower that is phasing through the wall, the defender's wall. It looks like they have made it out of some sort of futuristic material. The tower is able to phase through the wall partially and just basically defy all logic, defy physics. So well done with the defending forces. I don't know what they made that wall out of, what material they're utilizing, but I definitely want to know. I'm definitely curious. But yeah, we've got a lot of arrow tower fire, a lot of flaming arrows going into these towers. We can see the tower starting to smoke with 56% fire damage so far. The attacker's going to use the age-old strategy of creating a wall with their towers, bringing forth their own sort of mobile defenses to be able to try and protect their troops from not only the ranged fire of the archers brought to you by the defenders, but also the range fire of the actual towers that will be able to do a lot of damage if left unchecked. It looks like they have successfully destroyed the gatehouse with this unit of spears. They do have a breach point to be able to start making their way inside of the settlement and start engaging with their opponents. We've got the wall at 97% damage so far. We've got a little bit of fire going into some of these blobbed up units back here, just trying to get a little bit of kills, trying to get as many kills as they can. But one more shot onto this wall and they'll be able to go in at a moment's notice. Over on this side, we don't see any of the cavalry going out yet. They are saving their sally out for when the defenders are caught completely unaware. They still have the eyeballs, the Eye of Sauron, directly above these units of cavalry, so which means that they are not seen. They can see their opponents, but they cannot be seen themselves, so they don't have to worry about their opponents knowing that they're there quite yet. And there's still another eyeball over on this unit of camel cataphracts as well. So far, there's a lot of forces that the defenders have that the attackers cannot see, so they can use that to their advantage, not allowing their attackers to know exactly what is going to be brought into this battle so far. But so far, Colchis is just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the show, keeping a couple of troops outside. They are going to go ahead and start burning down some of these arrow towers, so that way they stop raining their fire of justice upon those that wish to take the settlement from them. If they can burn down these towers, that would be huge. And it looks like we got a unit of Eastern Spearmen quickly moving out, being the first to engage with their opponents, not letting them continue to burn down this tower. They're going to go ahead and engage with the spears and with the hillmen that have charged into the Eastern Spearmen. All the while, the hillmen above are going to go ahead and start trying to throw their pila down upon these troops and try to take them out. The Eastern Spearmen are an extremely cheap unit. They are not going to be able to get too many kills here, but they should be able to they should be able to hold these guys off for just a little bit. Now the spears are trying to burn down this tower, but they have their own siege tower. Oh no, the oil going into the Eastern Spears. Oh no. Oh, the Eastern Spears just took so much damage from that oil. The hillmen are going to quickly move back, not wanting to be burned alive. This tower is going to be burned down because the Eastern Spearmen's torches of doom are starting to actually affect their own tower, not fully being able to get into this tower and continue to burn it down. And the Eastern Spearmen are still here, still trying to engage with these spears. But yeah, that oil did a huge number against the Eastern Spearmen here. Now they're going to go ahead and charge forward and try to engage with these hillmen and keep them from being able to burn down this tower, wanting the tower to continue to do as much damage as possible. The Eastern Spearmen are gonna keep on charging back and forth, and now we got a unit of mercenary axe warriors that are moving in as well. But we also have a unit of hillmen, 26 kills so far, moving outside of the settlement to be able to help with help their brothers in arms engage over on this side and just continue to do as much damage as possible, letting these towers just rain fire upon their opponents and continuing to move up more and more hillmen that have that javelin capability to try to do as much work as possible. Even moving up some archers to be able to start putting down the hurt, putting down some fire onto some of these troops and just trying to get these guys off of the battlefield. These spears have only 10 kills, 69 giggity men remaining, still engaged with the Eastern Spearmen. We got the Colchis hillmen starting to break and the spearmen starting to break. The towers are still alive just barely. Will the spearmen be able to burn this tower before they completely shatter? They are broken. They are not shattered though, so there's a good chance that they will come back into the battlefield and continue to fight for their forces. The Eastern Spearmen got a little bit cocky. Somehow the Eastern Spearmen have 48 kills, which is unheard of. The archers doing a great job of dodging some of their opponent's archer ammo. But yeah, the Eastern Spearmen actually doing a little bit of work and actually getting a couple of kills, which is insane. They are going to go ahead and shatter and get out of here. Whoever is left remaining is going to go ahead and fall back to their families in an attempt to go and live the rest of their life doing whatever they were doing before, or maybe they'll try something new. Maybe this has been the realization that they no longer want to be a farmer, but a blacksmith or a a builder or whatever they want to be. Now we've got a lot of archer fire starting to go into the thorax swordsman, going into the sword side of these thorax swordsmen, just trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. Now these guys are going to move, try to face their shields towards that archer fire and keep them from being able to get too many kills. But a great move by the attackers, really trying to utilize that sword side capability and get as many kills as possible. We've got the hillman, or that initial hillman that had moved out, starting to break with 48 kills, but we've got yet another hillman over here starting to engage with the forces outside of the wall. These towers are still continuing to fire, and now we've got a Parthian swordsman on top of the wall throwing down their Pila of Doom, being able to try and support their troops outside of the wall as much as they possibly can and get as many kills as possible. We got some nearby mercenary axe warriors outside of this front gate as well, trying to do the work, trying to get rid of these hillmen and trying to get their forces up so they can finally burn down these towers and silence them for good. But over on this side, we've got the attackers starting to push in. We've got all kinds of cavalry starting to push out, seeing their opportunity. A lot of forces are left unchecked. They need to go. They need to go. They need to go. There we go. Got the Thessalian cavalry starting to go. The Sarissa cavalry outside too. Noble horse archers, camel cataphracts, all kinds of different forces starting to go in. They're going to go ahead and charge right into these Cartly axemen. We got some fire going in, friendly fire going into the cavalry. They got to be careful about that. Be careful with the general. They're going to get more friendly kills than enemy kills. Now they're going to go ahead and swap out the camel cataphracts. They're going to go ahead and go into these forces. The Sarissa cavalry are going to take a huge amount of javelins from the hillmen, but they are going to go ahead and charge in, and now the cavalry is going to continue to cycle charge and just try to get as many kills as they possibly can. The camel cataphracts are starting to go out. This cavalry is going to go ahead and maybe move back in to be able to start trying to get some kills, but they are doing a good number against those Cartly axemen. We've got 80 out of 80 men still left, 65 kills so far, doing some great work. Over on this side, we've got the archers starting to move away. We've got the Sarissa cavalry quickly trying to charge in and get rid of these archers, do as much damage as they possibly can, but they are just barely going to miss the archers. The general is going to move up and block their charge and try to stop them from completely moving into those archers. That cavalry is going to charge right into that general and just try to do as much damage as they can. How many kills does this cavalry have? I can't see because he keeps moving. 6 kills, so not great, but he is certainly taking a beating. He needs to get this cavalry out of there, try to save them if he can. Over on this side, these cataphracts have taken some more losses, 8 losses so far, 105 kills. These Cartly axemen have taken a beating, though. 87 out of 160 men remaining. Now we've got the cataphracts starting to charge in yet again. Why the Cartly axemen are trying to charge into the general. These guys are completely caught off guard, and now they're going to be charged by the cataphracts and just take so much damage from that charge. The Cartly axemen with only 8 kills and going to get charged yet again with the Thessalian cavalry, and that should be the nail in the coffin for these troops. But now we've got more and more troops moving in. The Thessalian cavalry need to charge in or get out of there. They are going to take a volley, though, and take a lot of losses. But now that the Thessalian cavalry have charged in, they are distracting this unit of Cartly axemen, stopping them from being able to throw their Pila. Now we've got the camel cataphracts starting to move in. They're going to charge right through that unit, completely shatter them, and get right into this Cartly axemen to start doing a ton of damage, using the Thessalian cavalry as a meat shield of sorts, just trying to protect these cataphracts as much as they can. The cataphracts are down to 65 men, almost 200 kills so far. I'd definitely say they are doing a great job of getting a ton of kills. Looking over at the inside of the settlement, we got some thorax swordsmen engaged with the unit of Cartly axemen and a unit of regular axemen, just trying to hold them back. The regular axemen is starting to break, but the Cartlys are still holding strong. We've got not only archer tower fire going in from this archer tower back here, a great position for an archer tower, but we've also got javelins coming in from the thorax swordsmen close behind to be able to get a lot of kills against these Cartly axemen and just try to take them out, get them out of the battlefield, continuing to swap in and out. Parthian swordsmen swapping with the unit of thorax swordsmen, trying to get that charge bonus off and trying to get rid of this Cartly axemen, so that way they will hopefully they'll get the charge bonus off, get as many kills as they can, and continue to cycle in and out. So that way they're trying to make sure that they take as little losses as possible while trying to get the most amount of kills as possible. Over here we got a little bit of archer fire going in. We got archer fire starting to go into the eastern archers, which are shooting into these Cretan archers. The Cretan archers are more heavily armored, and I do believe they have more damage as well. We got 40 missile damage to the 35 missile damage. So overall, they will win this archer battle. This is a very smart move by Colchis. Get your archers out before they take too many losses and save them for a better opportunity. But the defenders are doing a great job of really harassing their opponent's archers and keeping them back, keeping them out of the fight, and keep them from being able to get any sort of good shots against their forces. Over here, it looks like they have almost all but abandoned this section. A couple of towers have been broken. Who knows how long it took them to be able to build those towers, but they're going to go ahead and start falling back their axe warriors, their noble swords, and get ready to start devoting all of their forces over to this breach point. It looks like this is going to be their primary plan of attack, and these archers are starting to take some fire. They need to return fire quickly and start getting some kills against these archers. We've got some archer fire starting to go into these forces over here. The eastern archers taking a lot of damage from these archers. The other archers trying to turn around, but the attackers are doing a great job of just ducking and weaving, going back and forth, going in, getting a volley, getting out, going in, getting a volley, getting out, doing a great job of doing a ton of damage. Looking over at the rest of the forces over here, the cataphracts have fallen back inside of the settlement. The general is starting to take fire from these bow horsemen. They got to be careful because the bow horsemen could potentially snipe the general as well. But Parthia is distracted elsewhere, so hopefully he'll be able to turn around and realize that his general is being shot to pieces by some of these bow horsemen. They are still returning fire, getting a few kills on these bow horsemen, doing some good work, but they could potentially take a loss here and lose that general, which would be devastating. Over on this side, the Dacian heavy bowmen are trying to get into a good position to be able to start getting some fire into these Parthian foot archers. We got one unit starting to fire into the Parthian foot archers, and they are getting absolutely melted. They got to be careful. 85 out of 120 men remaining. I would fall them back, get some more Cretans over here to be able to take some more of this ammo, and start getting some more support, because these guys are going to quickly break. If another volley gets into them, they are going to break. Run, archers, run! We got some more archer fire going into them. Will that cause the break? Oh, they are going to break, but they are not shattered. There is a good chance that they will come back to the battlefield, but we need some more archer support to move over onto this way. Maybe one of the units of Cretans that's over on this side, maybe they need to move over, but there's even more fire going into them. We've got, 40 out of 120 men remaining with only 23 kills. Yikes, that has got to hurt. Over on this side, it is shield side. So ultimately, if the archers move around this way, they'll be able to get some flanking fire, but at least it is not on the sword side. The attackers are doing a great job of trying to push past this kind of location over here and just start to make a little bit of a foothold. They have taken this little tiny courtyard here, but the more they can push up, the more troops they can get inside, and the safer they'll be from those deadly camel cataphracts that have done so much work against their opponents so far. So they're just trying to make more of a foothold inside of the settlement to be able to just try and minimize the amount of damage those cataphracts are going to do. We've got some more Dacian heavy bowmen quickly quickly activating quick reload and starting to fire into the sides of these Cretan archers. Cretan archers going to turn around and start trying to get some fire against the Dacian heavy bowmen. They are going to turn. Are they going to start firing, though? They are just sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the show. They do need to start firing into some of these troops, though, or else they are going to regret it later. We've got more artillery fire starting to go into this area, trying to get rid of some of these Cretan archers, trying to do some damage against the Parthian swordsmen, the thorax swordsmen, whatever forces that they can. The Cretan archers, again, are just taking it like a champ. They need to start firing. There we go. I think they are going to start firing. A little bit of their ammo is going to get caught out by the towers, but if they can break this Dacian heavy bowman, then that would be awesome for them. They've gotten 83 kills so far, but if they can get them off of this battlefield, they can keep them from being able to continue to fire. And now the Dacian heavy bowmen are going to start to move positions, try to keep those archers from being able to get too many kills. The archers are going to go ahead and start falling back. They are starting to lose the archer fight over here, so they're going to go ahead and pull back and try to get to a better position. These Parthian foot archers are doing a number against the eastern archers over here, though, in a great position to be able to start raining fire upon them and really start to do a lot of damage against them as well. So far, we got 55 kills, 68 kills on these guys, and they are putting down the hurt on these archers, doing a great job on the archer fight on the right side. The attackers are winning the archer fight on the left side, but the defenders are definitely so far winning the archer fight over on the right side. Oh, and these Dacian heavy bowmen with only 33 men remaining. No kills at all. Starting to break. Oh, if they shatter, that'll be a huge, huge loss. That is a huge loss for the attackers. No kills and a Dacian heavy bowman off of the battlefield, losing such a good piece of archer ass to the enemy archer fire of Parthia and Macedon. Actually, mainly Parthia over on this side. Macedon has completely fallen back their archers. Over on the front line here, it looks like we've got more forces that have been pushed up. We got the Parthian swordsmen just trying to utilize their Pila capability, try to get as many kills as possible. We have some of the Colchian nobles with 37 kills over on the front line so far. Thorax swordsman with 114 kills, starting to break with 36 men remaining. But we got a Parthian swordsman very depleted though, 36 men remaining, 84 kills. They got to be very careful about that. We got a unit of Cartly Axemen that started to break with 121 kills against the might of the Parthian swordsman with 64 kills so far. Another archer just getting absolutely devastated by some of these slingers, by some of the archer capability, and that is another Dacian heavy bowman that has bit the dust. Oh, that's going to be really rough for the attackers to come back from. They have shattered. They will not be coming back. That is 2 whole archers that hadn't been able to use too much of their ammo that is now gone. Defenders doing a fantastic job, and I don't think they've lost any of their ranged troops altogether yet. They've definitely taken a beating with that Parthian foot archer and on a couple of the Cretan archers, but they have not completely lost their range capabilities, which is always good. They are definitely losing, or I'm sorry, winning the range battle so far. Now we got even more archer ammo going into the Dacian heavy bowman over here. 91 men remaining. They are trying to return fire, but the Cretan archers should be able to win this. They have more armor, and I believe they have more damage as well. They do have more missile damage, so they should be able to win this fight pretty easily, especially with the overhead angle on those towers. They should be able to continue to get a lot of kills. Now we've got another Parthian swordsman with 97 kills, 144 men remaining, just starting to move in. Maybe they still have some more Pila capabilities, or maybe they're just getting ready to cycle charge, but these guys are definitely taking a beating over on this side. The towers are getting a ton of kills. This tower over here is probably at over 200 kills or so far, just continuing to rain fire into this front line, especially with this blob going on. Noble swords fighting, 2 units of noble swords. We've got the Colchian nobles. We've got a lot of elite forces over here, and it is just a huge blob that the attackers, both the attackers and the defenders, are providing for this front line. This Dacian heavy bowman has broken. He has not shattered. There's a really good chance that he will return to the battle, but he has definitely taken some losses. 99 men killed with 33 men remaining. They still have bows, so they still have ammo. Hopefully they'll be able to return. We got the Eastern archers over on this side starting to break, not shatter though, so there is still a chance that they will come back as well. These guys are starting to waver, 37 men remaining. These guys have 48 men remaining. And again, the defenders are just destroying the attacking archers over on this side, but the attackers are now able to utilize their heavy infantry, the noble swords, in a great way over on this side. There's no like fantastic angles for the attack or for the defenders to be able to use to be able to start shooting at these noble swords. So the noble swords are going to be able to just go in and start getting so many kills and doing a lot of work. 112 kills, 122 men remaining. We've got a little bit of ammo starting to go into this like clump of troops right here. More troops cycling in and out, trying to keep them fresh, trying to get that charge bonus off, just trying to do as much work as possible. We've got a lot of archer fire starting to go into some of these noble swords and these Colchian nobles as well, doing a lot of work. The attackers have definitely taken a beating on the archer forefront. These guys are still good. 0 kills, 120 men remaining. 99 kills, 33 men remaining. These archers are starting to break. 70 men, 44 men remaining. Or, yeah, 70 kills, 44 men remaining. These guys have all just taken a beating. These Parthian foot archers have just done so much damage. 115 kills, 118 kills, and that's all primarily at archers. Just doing so much work, so much damage, and getting a lot of kills. Great move. Over on this side, we've got a unit of Levy pikemen already on the front line, just holding the front line, making sure nobody comes and attacks over here. The attackers need to start moving forces that still have javelin capabilities, situate them right on the front line, and start throwing into them, even if they can't fully utilize their archers to take out these pikemen. Because the defenders have such a strong archer force, they can still utilize their javies to the best of their ability and try to take out those Levy pikemen and start pushing over on this side as well. But I would say that they're doing a great job of pushing over on this side. We've got Headhunt being popped on this unit of noble swords with 93 kills, 126 men remaining. The attackers have done a great job. They have successfully taken this tower. The defenders are going to go ahead and utilize fire ammo and try and burn it down, but this tower is going to start getting a lot of kills on those that wish to defend this settlement, which is a sad sight to see. But the attackers have taken over this tower. placed a couple of men in there with bows, and now they are just going to continue to fire outside of the little holes in the tower, just try to take out as many troops as they possibly can. And the defenders are doing whatever they can to be able to really take out this tower. We've got a lot of shots going into some of these troops, and some of these Cartley axemen, some of these noble swords, Colchian nobles, just trying to take them out. But yeah, the fire ammo is not doing too much damage. They're going to have to utilize a lot of their ammo if they want to burn down this tower. So we'll see if they continue to devote their ammo towards the tower, or if they're just going to kind of stop. We'll see. We shall see. But sometimes it's better to let the tower shoot at you than to waste a lot of your archer ammo, which could get a ton of kills on a tower as well. These Thorax Swordsmen have 49 men remaining, 134 kills, holding valiantly. But yes, we see more and more troops being pushed over to the front line. We've got a lot of troops. We've even got the Royal Peltis over here on the front line as well. The attackers are still looking very, very good as far as the infantry standpoint goes. They still got a lot of axe warriors, a lot of noble swords ready to be able to kick some ass and get as many kills as possible. We've got the Parthian general outside of the walls as well, just kind of harassing the bow horsemen and just letting them know that they're there, maybe trying to convince them to get closer so the towers will start to fire into them too. I don't know, but yes, we do have the noble horse archers outside of the settlement, just getting ready to be able to hopefully dish out some damage and get as many kills as possible. It looks like the Parthian general is starting to move up. The defenders are starting to look a little worrisome as far as infantry goes. We've still got a couple of units of Thorax swordsmen that have yet to see battle. We still got the Royal Peltis general. We do still have some Parthian swordsmen, but I do think that the attackers have a slight advantage as far as the melee troop capabilities go. We've still got a lot of noble swords. We've still got some mercenary axe warriors, Cartley axemen, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. These noble swords with 159 kills, 24 men remaining. They are tired. They are trying to get as many kills as they can, but we shall see. These guys are actually starting to get shot at on the axe side. A great target for these archers to be able to fire into them and get a lot of kills against these guys. Axe side, always try to get your shots. If you can't get a flanking shot, get a sword side, axe side, spear side, whatever side that they are showing kind of shot onto them. We got some more archer fire starting to go into some of these levy pikemen. We need these archers to start firing into some of their opponent's archers to be able to take them out. There are not many of them left. Do they have any ammo? They still have ammo, so they definitely need to start getting some of that archer fire into the attacking archers, because they are putting down the hurt on these levy pikemen, and they are just levies, so they got to be extra careful about that. The fire damage is done. They can stop firing at the tower, and now we've got some of the Cretan archers starting to go into some of these eastern archers, just trying to take them out, get them out of the battlefield, so that way they stop firing into their pikemen. 68 men remaining, but the defenders have definitely done a number, or I'm sorry, the attackers have definitely done a number against those pikemen. Those pikemen have taken a lot of damage to range capability, and now the archers need to continue to go into some of these guys. These guys have shattered. 42 men, only 18 kills. They are out of the battlefield, out of the count. They are gone. These archers, these Dacian heavy bowmen are starting to break. They have not broken yet, but they are definitely starting to break. They have broken, but they have not shattered, so there's a good chance that they will come back. But yeah, the defenders have done a great job of really harassing these troops. The levy pikemen are starting to break. Militia hoplites close behind to be able to help support them, just trying to give them some morale support, but I don't know how much morale support you can provide for them, especially if they are just taking so much archer fire. The pikemen have been charged. They are taking a lot of damage. Their pikes weren't fully down, and they are going to shatter due to that mercenary axe warrior charge, and the militia are going to quickly move in and take their position and try to hold over on this side. Over on the left side from the defender's viewpoint, right side from the attacker's viewpoint, it looks like we actually got a unit of Thorax swordsmen that was able to flank around some of these troops, flank around some of these mercenary axe warriors and Cartley axemen, hopefully starting to cause some morale issues over on this front line, because if they can break these troops, that'll definitely help them out a lot. We've still got the camo cataphracts ready to move out at a moment's notice and try to get as many kills as possible, just awaiting a great opportunity. The other one that has not seen battle yet is over onto this gatehouse side, awaiting their opportunity of glory to be able to move in and start getting some good kills. The noble swords, this might be a great opportunity for the noble swords to start moving in. Move in the spear warriors, form up a line right here with the shield wall, anti-cavalry tactics to be able to defend against the cataphracts, and start moving the noble swords around these Parthian swordsmen and really start to put pressure over here, especially since the defenders don't have that much in the way of infantry left. They still got a little bit, but not too terribly much. Not too terribly much. I'd still say it's pretty even over here on the infantry front. I think the defenders' biggest advantage is that they have done so well with their archers, and they still have a lot of cataphracts left over, and the attackers just have to be extra careful about that. Over on this side, we've got the horse bowmen being shot at by one of the nearby towers. They are going to go ahead and move up and start trying to get some good flanking fire into some of these Parthian swordsmen and try to start supporting the front line. We got a fresh unit of Colchian nobles starting to move in to engage with these thorax swordsmen, keep them from being able to throw their javelins. We got a depleted unit of hillmen. We got a nearby unit of noble swords over on the front line as well. But it looks like the attackers are really starting to push up over onto this side and try and utilize this gate and utilize the gap that they have created inside of the walls to be able to push on this side and start doing as much damage as possible. We've got a unit of Parthian swordsmen, a unit of militia hoplites over here. We've got a unit of Falksmen starting to charge in, as well as a unit of depleted mercenary axe warriors, just trying to get as many kills as possible. Falksmen with 55 kills so far, really trying to utilize that charge bonus to the best of their ability, and just trying to get as many kills as possible. We've got the spear warrior that had attempted to move into the settlement, now being just decimated by the unit of camel cataphracts. The spear warrior did not stand a chance, especially without cavalry counter tactics and shield wall. These guys are going to go ahead and break. They are not shattered, but they are going to go and start falling back to the gatehouse. And with all of the fire that they are going to take from the arrow towers, I don't believe that they are going to be long for this world. Those towers are going to do enough damage to be able to hopefully shatter them and get them off of the battlefield. Over on this side, the militia hoplites have shattered. The Falksmen are starting to break as well. They're going to go and try to get them back, try to save them for a rainy day. We got a unit of mercenary axe warriors starting to break as well, but it's just a unit of Parthian swordsmen holding on this side. Definitely need that unit of thorax swordsmen over on the front line here sooner rather than later. But we've also got the Royal Peltas General moving up to be able to start holding the line and just trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. Now the Parthian swordsmen are going to reform, try to get as much Pila as they possibly can into these noble swords and just try to kill them. Get some kills against these guys and take them out. But yeah, these noble swords have 42 out of 160 men remaining. Really just trying to do as much damage as they possibly can. Over on the front line over here, the defenders are doing a great job of holding against the noble swords over here. The noble swords have 106 men remaining, or I'm sorry, 107 kills with 123 men remaining. Starting to break these Parthian swordsmen. The other Parthian swordsmen are going to have to quickly start moving up to be able to plug that gap. But I'd say this tower is definitely doing a number for the defenders in this case. Over on this side, the Cretan archers with 185 kills still have some ammo, but how much ammo, that is to be determined. Over on this side, the horse archers are going to go ahead and start firing into the camel cataphracts, trying to get as many kills as possible. The noble horse archer general of Parthia is going to go ahead and start firing into the bow horsemen of Gaetae and just take oh my goodness, that bow horseman just got absolutely melted by that general. 13 men remaining. I will be surprised if they stay in the battlefield, and they are going to go ahead and break, leaving these cataphracts, leaving this cavalry to be able to just start doing some absolute wonders against some of these forces if they stay on the outside. But it looks like they're starting to move a lot of their forces inside of the settlement. We've got a unit of cataphracts outside of the settlement, 77 men remaining, 64 kills. They're going to go ahead and start trying to get some charges off. This other unit of cataphracts needs to start quickly moving in to be able to support this in all of their glory. They're going to go ahead and charge into the mercenary axe warriors, try to get as many kills as they possibly can. And now they're going to go ahead and charge into the bowmen and start to break them, get them off the battlefield, and get rid of any ranged capabilities, any hopes that the defenders or that the attackers might have to be able to utilize their bows, utilize their arrows, and try and kill their opponents from afar. These cataphracts are going to go in and do a number. They are going to go in and just, I don't know how these Dacian heavy bowmen are still alive, but now we've got the noble horse archers starting to get some great sword side fire into some of these noble infantry. They definitely need to start getting some fire into them, because this is a great opportunity for them to be able to get them off of the battlefield and get some great kills. Over on this side, we got the noble swords starting to try to form up and try to get some javelins down into the general. If they can take out the Parthian general, that would be a huge morale loss for the rest of the Parthian troops. So Parthia is going to have to be extra careful. He's going to go ahead and get his general out of there. Where did the other cataphract go? We've got this cataphract, but where... Am I blind? Oh, they're both right there. I'm just absolutely blind. Okay, so we still got 2 cataphracts. Now might be the opportunity to be able to charge in and start trying to get some kills, and just keep on harassing. Don't let them get fully back inside of the settlement. Go in, take out those heavy spears, take out the rest of the Dacian heavy bowmen, and just start harassing your opponents as much as possible. This general, with 150 men remaining, 104 kills, doing a great job of doing some great work. These forces are still trying to move in. We got a Thorax swordsman engaged with the noble sword general. We got another noble sword engaged with another unit of Thorax swordsmen. This is just a huge mosh pit, but the Parthian general is just trying to support this side as much as they possibly can. Camel cataphracts need to start getting ready to move in. Just surround the heavy spears. Don't let them back into the settlement. Go, go, go. There we go. Now we got a cataphract starting to move in. This other cataphract needs to get ready to charge in as well, and start going in to be able to support their other unit of cataphracts and just continuously cycle charge into these forces and get as many kills as possible. And now the other one needs to move in. Come on, cataphracts, let's go. They're fresh, 64 men remaining. I don't know why they are sitting there, but they need to quickly move in there and start doing some work. The Parthian swordsmen are still holding against the noble swords, but this is a fresh unit of noble swords, so I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold. We've got a unit of Parthian foot archers now trying to hold back these Colchian nobles and keep them from being able to move in. I can only hope that they were out of ammo, and it looks like they might have been. These guys had 194 kills, 147 kills. These Cretan archers are starting to move into position. They still have their dollar store daggers out, ready to be able to do some work. But we'll see. Only time can tell. Now we need this other unit of cataphracts to quickly move into the heavy spears. Go, go, go. There we go. Go ahead and move into the spears while this unit of cataphracts is moving back inside of the settlement, while the gate is neutralized, just to make sure that they don't take damage from the oil. But yeah, this cataphract for some reason is just so slow. I would be really slow if I had that much armor on me too, to be fair. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and charge into this unit of heavy spears right into the back while they're in the gatehouse. Just try and charge right into them and get as many kills as they possibly can. Take them out and get them off of the battlefield. Now we've got the Colchian nobles starting to come in to be able to surround this unit of Parthian swordsmen and start to get a lot of kills. Over on this side, it is up to the general and the archers to be able to get rid of the rest of these forces. The Parthian horse archers are trying to get as many kills into this general as they possibly can, just trying to put all of their arrows into it. The Royal Peltas with over 200 kills popping, use the whip and battle rhythm to be able to get as many kills as possible, starting to break this unit of Folksmen, fighting against the noble swords of Gaete. All the while, the noble horse archers are trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. This unit of Camel cataphracts is continuously cycle charging into the back of these heavy spears, just trying to get them to break, so that way they can get back inside of the settlement. We got another unit of cataphracts quickly moving over onto this side to be able to hopefully get a nice flanking charge against the general, so that way they can put the nail in the coffin and get them off of the battlefield. This unit of archers has their daggers out. This general is going to go and start falling back. All the while, another unit of mercenary axe warriors are engaged with the Royal Peltas with 246 kills. This Royal Peltas still has 107 men remaining, and they are fresh. They are still going to be able to get a lot of kills. The noble horse archers are going to take a couple of Pila from that general, but they are going to be fine. But now we got the cataphracts quickly moving in. Are they going to charge in? There we go. Cataphracts are going to charge right into this general, knock down so much of that unit and just do so much damage against them. Unfortunately, it wasn't a rear charge, but still a good charge indeed. This unit of mercenary axe warriors are starting to break. The attackers are really trying to push over on this side, and the only thing holding them back is a few units of archers. We got this unit of cataphracts that has successfully been able to get back inside of the settlement. These archers are still holding back these nobles. These nobles are going to get a lot of kills. But now we got the Camel cataphracts starting to charge into the Colchian nobles and just try to get as many kills as they possibly can. Colchian nobles are going to go ahead and form a shield wall, though, to be able to protect themselves and keep that keep those cataphracts from being able to get too many kills. These Royal Peltas with almost 300 kills are still fighting against the noble sword general of Gaete, all the while being chased down by the Royal Peltas as they're trying to make their way in. The mercenary Rhodian slingers are going to completely surround these guys. 24 men remaining. Will they be able to reach that 300 kill mark? 19, 18, 17, 16. They are starting to waver. They are at 295 kills. Will they be able to make it to that 300 kill count? Only time can tell, and they will not. They are going to shatter They are going to get off of the battlefield. They are going to shatter. Now the Royal Peltas are going to be free to be able to move in and start getting some more kills against other forces. These Gamble Cataphracts are continuously cycle charging against the General in shield wall, just trying to take them out. We got the Noble Horse Archer moving in from behind, taking out the Greek Giant Ballista crew, taking out the rest of these archers, starting to get some flanking charges into some of these Noble Swordsmen, just trying to get as many kills as they can. Cataphract starting to charge into another unit of Culture Nobles, just trying to get them off the battlefield with 264 kills. These Noble Swords have almost 200 so far as well. But yeah, this Noble Horse Archer is really just trying to utilize their mass to be able to try and get some kills. Cataphract starting to charge into the Colchian Nobles, getting into a good position to be able to start trying to charge into them. They're going to go ahead and turn around. Cataphracts are going to go in from behind them while they are distracted, even if they are in shield wall. They still have their backs open. The Cataphracts need to quickly charge in from behind. Go, 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 go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Go, go, go. Get your charge in. That was kind of a weak charge. That was a little bit of a weak charge. Oh, man, and they are starting to rack up some kills against these Cataphracts as well. The Noble Horse Archers with 144 kills, 67 men remaining, are trying to charge into these Noble Swords and get them off the battlefield. But these Noble Swords still have 135 men remaining, 257 kills. They are fighting against the Royal Peltas with 76 men remaining. The Royal Peltas are also fighting against the Colchian Nobles, just trying to do whatever they can. This unit of Camel Cataphracts is going to charge into the Colchian Nobles, just try to support this unit of Royal Peltas, just trying to take them out. We got the Noble Horse General trying to find a better position. This unit of Colchian Nobles is starting to waver. This unit of Cataphract is going to go ahead and pull up Trample and charge right into this unit of Colchian Nobles and just try and get these kills. These guys are at 280 kills so far, just going back and forth, trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. These Cataphracts are just continuously cycle charging into these Noble Swords, trying to take them out. And now we got the Cataphracts starting to turn around again. Over 300 kills. Charge right into those Colchian Nobles. They are not in formation. Oh, no! The Colchian Nobles are going to take a little bit of extra damage from those Cataphracts now. Because they were not in formation, Cataphracts are going to keep on just moving back and forth, trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. Almost 330 kills, 330 kills now. Will they be able to get to 350? There is definitely a chance. Now we got the Noble Horse Archer starting to move in, looking for an opportunity to be able to get into the Noble Swords that are going to go ahead and pop shield wall, but was it too late? The shield wall was popped, but these Noble Swords are going to get charged in from behind and take a few losses, all the while still fighting against the Royal Peltas. The General is still alive with almost 400 kills. Insane! These Rhodian Slingers are still charging into these Colchian Nobles and trying to get them off of the battlefield. We've still got this unit of Cataphracts that's going to charge into that Noble General. The Noble General has fallen. The Royal Peltas are over 400 kills. Holy crap, with a silver chevron! That General definitely got its money's worth. These Cataphracts are at 337 kills. They have finally broken. The General's going to go ahead and turn around and try to charge back into these Colchian Nobles again, which are completely surrounded, but they are starting to break. Will they be able to get their shit back together and win the battle, or will they break like they just did? What a battle, guys. That was insane. Such a close ending to a fantastic battle. Let's go ahead and end the replay here and look at the kills of each army. We have got Simi Bimi being at the top of the kills by one singular kill. Mao being at second place with 2,175 kills. We've got Artificial being in third place, getting 2,094 kills. And then we've got Raifu being in fourth place with 1,515 kills. Simi doing a great job. 161, 204, 148, 129, 132, 129, 125, 339, 268. We've got Chairman Mao with 298. Oh my god, what a battle. 103, 303, 194, 286, 251, 163. We've got Macedon getting 413 kills. Insane with that General, and the General is still alive at the end. 143, 178, 195, 234, 156, 141, 138, 121, 116. And last but certainly not least, we've got Raifu with 294 kills, 124, 146, 124. Overall, what a fantastic battle, guys. If you want to see more Total War content like this, as well as other RTS games, make sure to hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. It helps me out a lot, lets me know that my content is a complete shite. As of the making of this video, we are at 421 subs. Let's see if we can get to 500 by the end of this month. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you absolute gorgeous hunks of human beings in the next one. Peace.